Hi, day today is 146 or 47. I'm not really sure, but so today we're gonna talk about let's talk about transitions in life. There are a lot of changes that's been happening throughout of our lifetime as human beings. As a kid, as a baby, we were really dependent on our mom, on our parents to get fed, right? But as we became toddler, we realized on how to eat and use spoon and fork and eat using, although sometimes we need some assistance still, but we learn to be a little bit independent on how we eat. And as we grow older, we are now able to use potty and most of the time we eat by ourselves, really independent when it comes to eating. And as we turn to an adult, we most of the time became really independent on how we do things. We have now our own choices. We can choose how we live our lives, but some people are still dependent, but the point is we are still changing all the time. Life is a series of changes. Change is inevitable, but the thing is growth is not. Growth is an option. So when you face transitions in life, some people choose to stay behind, sometimes subconsciously, sometimes consciously, because they're scared of what might future bring them, or they might fail, or they might catastrophically become miserable, right? But that's the reason why transitions, when we prepare for it, it will go a lot smoother than we haven't prepared. So like take for me, for example, I am still li- dependently living with my relatives, because I'm still figuring things out here in America. I've been here for like almost 6 years now. Yeah, 6 years, and I'm trying to figure out how to live, how to be independent, or should I be independent? That way I can save up, and that way I can invest my money to learn and grow and improve. But the thing about that idea is, I used to think that I can buy my own way to success, but I realize is that unless what I've been learning, if there's no action to it, it's there's not much of a difference. I would have only head knowledge, and I will still stay stuck. So now I'm trying to balance those things out, but leaning more towards taking action. And preparation sometimes means that you have to take action even if you don't know what you're doing right now. So along the way, you're gonna figure it out, and it's best to ask a lot of questions to the people who we think we can help us. Who can help us a lot with the transitions in life. Like for example, if we're gonna have a family, we're gonna start family, and we're gonna find a right partner in life. We have to have this criteria that or check the boxes that we have to check in order for us to qualify. Not perfectly, of course, but we also have to be willing to to compromise about that. But what I'm trying to say is preparation through transitions and asking people questions who've done the thing, who brought who brought up great results, like for example in their marriage. Those are the people we have to ask questions about how we gonna be operating about this and that, and how can we adapt the behavior that is most effective to them, to their relationship. So preparing for those things is what I'm trying to do. And right now, with the transition that I'm about to do is I'm gonna be renting my own place, my own apartment. There are a lot of pros and cons. Most of the time, the pros or the cons is gonna be the financial part, where I might be able to save a tiny little bit amount of money instead of me have just have a roommate or become or just renting a room with my relatives. So but I'm now at the point where the place that I'm living with is not conducive with what I'm trying to do. If it feels like it's more of like distraction, because I want to do things in a way that no one is eavesdropping about what I'm trying to do, especially when it comes to speaking, and with me doing things over and over, practicing my speeches and perfecting it in a way that I could master my craft. Is I get conscious about people who don't understand what I'm trying to do, and especially I don't have the results that I want to have yet. So it might I've been thinking it discourages me when people it discourages me when people saw me struggling and trying hard and figuring things out without the results that I have. So I don't want to disappoint other people, but what I've learned earlier is that I have to be willing to disappoint other people and make them upset about the dream and the passion that I'm trying to make and create for myself. But at the same time, I still don't want it. I want a solitary environment where I can think, speak, write, read, and so on and so forth, and build that behavior throughout my life. And trying to focus on something, and some people require my attention, which I don't really prefer, because I'm focusing on something. And so I'm trying to be like isolate myself, not in a worse way, but in a really helpful way, where I have to be in an environment I could focus and concentrate about the craft that I'm trying to build. And the beautiful thing about my journey right now is I found my one thing, which is speaking. Speaking and being able to inspire people and share the insights and wisdom throughout the experience. Though I don't have much of experience yet, but I have some few. So I believe it'll be helpful for the people who are in my age as well, or younger than me, who I could help throughout their transition in life, transition with the seasons of life. So I'd say that's it for now. It's a good thing that I'm becoming more talkative in front of you, being more comfortable about this. But once I have my own place, the lighting will be a lot better, and the sound, hopefully we don't have neighbors shouting or screaming or doing some kind of loud music, hopefully, when I move. And so yeah, that way I can really evaluate myself and the skills that I have, and criticize it, and provide myself a great feedback, and focus on the thing that I really wanted to do. That way I could gain confidence and evidence that I am who I said I am, or I will gonna be. So I'd say bye for now. Make sure you prepare for those transitions, and if you're listening to this, feel free to comment and reach out to me, and we could set up a coaching session or mastermind, where we could dive deep about growth, about communications, and basically learning leadership skills, personal growth, communication skills. So say bye for now. That's it.